Oh, well, my name's Fox, right? So they can name it Fox. And, welcome to another 9-bit screenings, I guess. I really should come up with a better name than that. But, this one is on Doctor Strange, with one just came out with me, my brother, well, not just, but, like, we came at the house. He's taking a shower right now, but, he's gonna go with his girlfriend after this, but, anyways. Basically, I just got a new Marvel movie, Doctor Strange, and I got a poster. We saw it in IMAX. It was freaking awesome. If you don't know what Doctor Strange is, one, I already made like a mini video on my phone, but then someone called me and ended it midway, and I can't really edit those, so fudge me. But anyways, basically, Doctor Strange is, or a quick synopsis of his backstory, which I learned from the animated movie before I watched this, is he was a great surgeon. He was a great not hand surgeon. He was a great surgeon, like neurosurgeon. He was just a good. I'm not sure if, I think he only did the brain, but he might have done also any other things, any kind of surgery. But he was a great surgeon who, because of a car accident, F's up his hands. Also, he was a great surgeon who was also an a-hole. He was cocky and all that jazz. And he was then, not kicked, but what the fudge am I trying to say? His hands were effed up, jacked up, and to the point to where he can't use them anymore. So he goes to find all these experimental cures, which F up his hands even more, until he then hears about a man who apparently had a spine injury or was badly hurt, and they tell him to go to this one temple or whatever, and go there, and they'll teach you, and they know a way to fix you. And turns out this temple, of course, teaches like magic or whatever. And of course, Doctor Strange doesn't believe it in at first until the Master just throws him into like all these weird realms and dimensions and stuff like that, explaining that they channel the energy of the multiverse. And because of this, Doctor Strange says for them to teach him, and he goes on to then quickly pick up the books, pick up magic and everything as it progresses. Though in the movie, you show like it's been a while, it takes some time for it, maybe like a couple months, because he's very brilliant, so he's able to master it like that. But he's able to go through all of this, and he then gets pulled into learning that the people that train him are sorcerers, and that their job is to fight the evil Dormammu, who stands at a point in time at the end of time itself, called the Dark Dimension, which is the end of time, and also that the power of magic is created from the multiverse and channeling the energy of the multiverse together, so power from alternate dimensions. But yeah, then he basically has to fight an evil monsters, or fight an evil monster or whatnot, or he gets pulled into this because of an evil monster. And that's kind of the quick synopsis of like what it is about, and that's just the Doctor Strange story in a nutshell. That's not really like, well, that is what the movie is, basically follow point by point. But Benedict Cumberbatch, he does it really well. He looks perfect for Doctor Strange. It all kind of fit. It all, and still in the Marvel universe, of course. This is a great way to introduce like magic into the Marvel universe. Because even with like Thor, yeah, we have magic, but like even then they say what you call magic, we call science. We call magic, you call science. And it's like it's technically not magic, I guess, kind of. Especially since like this magic's like firework magic, because like whenever they open like a portal or something, it looks like fireworks spinning around, which looks awesome. This entire movie is just like let's see, Ant-Man was the thief Marvel movie. Captain America is like the spy Marvel movies. Doctor Strange is the holy fudge tripping balls type of movie. Like the visuals in this are freaking awesome. Like you see in the trailers, but like some of it in the trailers, but they go like a lot crazier with it. Seeing the world like bend and shape and everything. All this stuff, it's pretty freaking awesome. And Doctor Strange is freaking hilarious. He's cocky and smart, but he's cocky and like a little bit and arrogant, but he is pretty freaking funny. Um, there's a lot of funny moments in this, like a point where like he's outside the door after like spoiler alerts, he gets like kicked out of the thing after he has like then tells the master teach me, and she's like no, kicks him out, and I'm just like oh. Then he's like just sitting at the door. I was like, please let me in. And he like leans against the door, and the door here, and the door opens. He's like, ah, he falls, and he's like, thank you. It was pretty. That was pretty freaking awesome. But it was really also because like I said, like he gets in a car wreck. In this one, it's because he was looking over some medical files on the screen, like on his phone on the car. And there's actually, if you listen correctly, like he's going over cases that because he can pick and choose the cases that he wants, and it's like if you ever seen the show House, kind of like how he just picks whatever case he wants, like that. At one point he hears, oh, there's a general sergeant or some military man stuck in stuck in an automated Iron Man suit, and he's like, no, next one, and I'm just. And that's talking about Rhodey it's talking about Rhodey after the Civil War when he fell out of the sky after was it Vision? Vision shot the beam and it hit Rhodey on accident. Yeah, I'm just like I'm like, oh, that's freaking funny. That was pretty awesome. I'm like, oh, is that like one of the test suits? But then my brother's like, no, that's Rhodey. I'm like, oh right. That was pretty cool. And then the visuals are freaking awesome in this. Like I said already, like we see the world warping or whatever. That's only like part of it. Like it was in the whole like the whole art thing where it's like if you look at it from a certain angle, like it's like if you look at a picture and it looks like a triangle, but if you actually turn a little bit to the side, you find out that like there are all these little poles sticking up, but in a certain way and manner you look at it. It makes it look like it's this triangle, but then you look at it this way and it's not. It's kind of like that. I know there's a name for that type of art style. I just don't remember. I just don't know it, but I know what it looks like. And it's really freaking awesome. It's like the trailers especially reminded me of like Inception when they started like bending like the dream and like it just like collapsed in or whatever like that. It's kind of looks something like that, but then again, not because again, you like it is like just it is like mind warping, kind of like what the fudge. This is the kind of Marvel movie that you just sit there and just go, what the fudge is going on? In a good way. In a good way, you're saying that. It's not like something's like super small or something, and you're just like, what the fudge is going? It's not like not super small. What am I trying to say? Like shaky cam, where you see like shaky cam, you're like, what the fuck is going on? And like it's too shaky. No, I mean it's more like, what the fudge? Like there's like an island of this here. There's like portals that lead to other dimensions. There's a demon whose face is going like this. But yeah, like time is being warped and all this crud. It's pretty freaking awesome. And also another cool thing I liked about this movie was because in the end, like Doctor Strange is the Sorcerer Supreme, and not the end of the movie, but in like the comic books, where he becomes the Sorcerer Supreme, the leader of like the sorcerers, the strongest sorcerer or whatnot. And in this one there's these. Oh, I forgot to mention like the main bad guy who's played by the guy who plays Hannibal in the Hannibal the TV series. I don't know if he ever does that in the TV series. I wonder if he does now. He steals pages from a book to try to go summon a demon. He's supposed to be like the strong demon that lives at the end of time, at the dark. Also, FYI, there's a lot of time talk in this, as well as like Doctor Strange. So I'm just like Doctor Time Travel. But that's just funny. But I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think real quick. Time travel. But anyways, the Doctor. Crap, I'm sorry. I gotta regain my thoughts right there real quick. Basically, Hannibal wants to summon this demon and like use his power on the entire Earth. Doctor Strange has to stop it. I won't give away too much of the movie, or I guess it kind of will, but basically, spoiler alert, I guess. But basically that's the kind of the setup for it, and this and Hannibal was taught by the Ancient One, who again is an ancient being. Well, is an ancient being who's the leader of the sorcerers. She is the sorcerer supreme in this. She's also the person that everyone's like, oh, they're whitewashing the sorcerer supreme supposed to be an old Asian guy, and I'm just thinking, we kind of had a lot of old Asian guys already, haven't we? Yeah, I guess, yeah, whitewashing, whatever. Technically, yeah, but still, it's kind of like, we've kind of had already a lot of ancient Chinese men, haven't we? Or Japanese or whatnot. And I'm just saying, that's kind of bordering on a bit of like, one, we already done this, and two, isn't that a little kind of racist? No, I doubt it is, but still, I'm just saying that. But, it is a pretty good movie. Again, it has great humor in it. With the Doctor, it had, and also like they straight up say at one point the Infinity Stones, and I'm like, oh, that's pretty awesome. So, and this does feature an Infinity Stone. So there's 5 Infinity Stones we've seen already, and also I love when the Doctor actually, because he basically is slow to learn how to use his magic powers, but then he starts like quickly picking it up quicker and quicker. At one point where like there's this librarian who won't let him take out certain books, so the Doctor opens up portals. It's like start reaching through the book, reaching into the library, stealing books, and steals one even from out from under the librarian dude. And I'm like, that's freaking funny. But then also in the beginning of this movie, the bad guys stormed into the library to steal these stronger books that have the Sorcerer Supreme's magic. And I kind of just think, why couldn't the bad guys do what Doctor Strange did and just open portals and go yank? I don't know. Maybe there's some protection seal on them. I don't know. Also, I forgot to mention, like, again, Doctor Strange is supposed to end up in the end become the Sorcerer Supreme, but in the end of the movie, he doesn't. Not yet. He does not become the Sorcerer Supreme yet. He does not take the amulet that gives him his powers or gives him stronger powers in like the comics and stuff. He actually is still learning, which I kind of like. The Doctor is still learning, especially since like it doesn't seem like he's been that long. Even though yes, he has apparently photographic memory, so he can learn things quicker and all that stuff. But he doesn't like, it's not like, oh, he's super strong or whatever. Like even in the end, he wins kind of it. He basically wins by annoyance, which I kind of love. And I don't want to give it away, but the ending is pretty funny how he defeats this giant demon. It's pretty funny how he does it. I've come to ask, not for a favor. Gosh dang it. I've come to make a deal. I've come to make a deal. I've come to make a deal. If anyone's ever seen the... Oh, no, that'd be giving too much away, too. Because there's a Supernatural episode that's kind of like this, and it's kind of funny. But, yeah, it's a really good movie. I honestly kind of want his amulet. Like, if I could find, like, the amulet itself, like, a replica of it, I really would want that. But, I'm pretty sure they're going to be selling it somewhere if it's not a toy yet, or... like how they have the Superman key like that, the Man of Steel Superman key. But it was really good. I liked how the magic was shown, like the fireworks style of it, the weird picturesque, like again angle, like okay, the street's not there but it's actually up here kind of thing. That was all awesome. It's a really all around good movie. I would definitely recommend it. The acting's solid, especially the Christine, like Doctor Strange's love interest. She's pretty funny, especially when she starts seeing like all of Doctor Strange's abilities. Like she just randomly, when Doctor Strange gets hurt badly, the cape is pretty cool. Though at some points, like it protects Doctor Strange, sometimes it doesn't. So I'm wondering how that works. But it is pretty funny, especially when the Cape and literally start working off of each other. The Cape and Doctor Strange start literally working off of each other. It's pretty funny. Doctor Strange's friend is pretty cool, but in the end, one I didn't think. I'll leave that alone. But yeah, it's a really good movie. Definitely check it out. The visuals are awesome. We saw it in IMAX 3D. It was pretty good. Not much else to say. Marvel did pretty good, and then like the secret endings, whatever, is Doctor Strange talking with Thor, and apparently Thor brought Loki to New York and saying that they're trying to find their father Odin, and Strange says he's gonna help him with that. So I'm guessing Strange might appear in Ragnarok. I'm not sure, but I'm guessing he may, or like it'll just like, oh yeah, Strange sent me here to whatever, and. It is pretty cool. It is pretty cool. They building it up so that way they can expand on it more. It's world building and all that. And I really can't wait. Either way, tell me what you guys think about it. It was pretty awesome. It was a really awesome one. And like in the end, again, like it doesn't end with him becoming like saying, "Oh, you're the strongest," or whatever. No, he still needs to train or and everything before he becomes the Sorcerer Supreme. He becomes a master in it because one, I can kind of guess that a little better. I can believe that a little bit better since he's apparently very quick to pick everything up. But yeah, it's kind of just like pick up. It's not like that. And it's like, oh, I'm suddenly the strongest ever. No, he's still learning. And also, I love the ability when he starts time traveling and how they also say like, because they can mess with time and everything in this. But he shouldn't because there might be time loops and all this stuff, and it's actually pretty awesome. Especially like when at one point he actually uses one of the spells, and like you see like the green thing around his arm. It's kind of like in like the Iron Man movies where Tony has like the hologram that goes around his arm, and like he like kind of mimics the armor. It's kind of like that, but like it's either like he goes like this, he rewinds time. If he goes like this, he fast forwards time, and it's just like it's really freaking awesome. Especially like there's one point where like they start doing things with time travel, and it's like, oh fudge. But yeah, this movie is extremely trippy. It is. I'm just like, wow. The special effects people took a lot of LSD to make this, didn't they? But yeah, it's really awesome. It's really cool. Like there's many things moving, especially when like magics are being used, and it's just really awesome. Strange is funny. Benedict Cumberbatch is a pretty good actor. He's a really good actor, and he looks like Strange so well. He fits it so well. But and like you see him from like being the top like Bruce Wayne type of style in the beginning, like all the way till he gets brought down. And what else can I say? It's pretty good. It's really awesome. There are some things like kind of like how Batman like went to Nepal or whatever, went up to the mountains. There is kind of something like that a bit. Kind of. It's kind of similar in that regards, but in the end, Strange kind of loses his money, but he becomes a sorcerer, which honestly is probably better. But yeah, it's pretty good. And also we have another bad guy who I hopefully will pop up a little bit more, like kind of like Loki and stuff like that. Like I think Marvel is now trying to build up their bad guys now because again, people have said before that their bad guys haven't been that greatest or haven't been popping as or haven't been the greatest other than like Loki. So, but yeah, it's pretty good movie. Definitely check it out. I think the next Marvel movie is there's Guardian. All right, next is Guardians of the Galaxy and Ragnarok, I believe. Thor Ragnarok. Next is Guardians of the Galaxy and Thor Ragnarok, and then after that is Miss Marvel. I believe it's Miss Marvel and Spider-Man: Homecoming. I think that's what it is. Because Infinity War comes out in 2018, I believe. And then we still need a Black Panther movie, which that might come out before Infinity War. I'm not sure. But either way, tell me what you guys think about the movie. Thank you all so much for watching. If you want your videos that I've done, please click the description below. Check out all my videos. I'm going to go watch some other reviews of this now, but thank you for watching, and we will see you later. Magic!